4 times. I like this. By the way, if I say A plus B, we say A and B are additives. Okay? Anytime when I'm teaching you, if I say additives, I mean things that you're adding together, numbers or terms that you're adding, and we call them additives. Here, A and B are called additives. Even if you say A minus B, okay, B here is still an additive. That's an A minus B, because A minus B is equal to A plus a negative B. Okay? We could say A plus a negative B for that one. Here, anytime you're dealing with addition and subtraction, I call the terms involved additives. Okay? It's called additives. So 3 times 4, you say 3 is an additive 4 times. So 4 is an additive 3 times. See? So of course that gives us 12. And 12 minus 8. Now look at this. None of these are facts, these are all additives. Okay? 10 minus 8 plus 10 minus 8. Plus 12 minus 8. Now there are no grouping symbols, so you can, or if you wanted to make this easier for yourself, what you have is, you got 10 plus 12 minus 8 minus 8. Okay? So add your positive numbers first, and then you could add your negative numbers. You don't have to do it like this. It's just to keep you from making a mistake. Or you could simply do the math first. You could say 12 minus 8 is 2 plus 12 minus 8, which is 4. Okay? 2 plus 4 gives you 6. Now here, 10 plus 12. Okay? 10 plus 12 gives us 22. Now, a negative 8. Here you have negative 8 minus 8. Got negative 8 minus 8. Or negative 8 plus a negative 8. Okay? So, of course, it's going to give you a negative 16. So you get 22 minus 16. Okay? (22 minus 16). 22 minus 16. Now that's going to give you do it like so. Now you do subtract each column. The number from the bottom, you subtract it from the number on the top. Meaning you subtract 6 from 2 and then you place the result here. But here, 6 is greater than 2. So you can't subtract that using this method. You have to borrow the 1 there. Okay? Because we're going to borrow from the tens place and make this 2. We're going to turn this 2 here into a 12. So we have 12 minus 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. Here, 1 minus 1. And here, now we go on to the next column. Instead of subtracting 1 from 2, because we crossed that out, and we got 1, now we have to subtract 1 from 1. That gives us 0, or 6. Or 0, and the total is 6. Okay? 22 minus 16 equals 6. Or this entire expression is equal to 6. the one on the top. Okay, for our next example, we're going to do 3 to the power of 3 minus 4 by 5 minus 4. Okay? I'd like to point out that always, you should get my algebra video. Okay, the algebra 1 video, where I pointed out to you that anytime you have your numbering expression in this form, it can be rewritten in algebra. We look at this, we look at a subtraction as the addition of a negative number. Well, that's another way to say that there's really no such thing as subtraction in algebra. You're not subtracting, you're adding a negative number. Okay? 3 to the power of 3. First, we evaluate the powers. 3 to the power of 3, that gives you 27. Minus, now 4 times 5. What's 4 times 5 is 20. You get minus 4. Okay? Now, here 20 and 4 are both negative numbers. So 27 is a positive number. You get 27 minus 24. Okay? So you say 27 minus 24. 7 minus 4 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay? So 27 minus 24 equals 3. Now, if we have the expression which contains grouping symbols, we have 7 minus 9 minus 3 plus 12 halves minus 4. Okay? It's minus 4. Minus 3. Now, 7 minus 9. First, the order of operations tells us to do what first? The grouping symbols first. 7 minus 9, that gives you negative 2. Okay, you say 7 minus 9. Now, we can't subtract 9 from 7. So how are you going to do this? You rewrite your expression. You subtract the lesser number from the greater number, and you give the negative, and you assign the negative symbol, because since 9 is negative, since 9 is the greater number, since 9 is greater than 7, and 9 is the number that's negative, we're going to attach a negative sign to our result. The difference between, and we take the difference. Okay? See how you set this up? I want you to write it exactly how I'm doing it. Okay, you write equal and then write the difference. Write that diff right there so you know it's a difference. So it's a note to tell yourself what you're doing. And this is negative. You write and you assign your negative to your result, which is 2. Okay, so we know that's negative 2. Anytime you subtract a larger number from a smaller number, all you do is take the difference between the two numbers and then you assign the negative sign to the result. Okay? So your negative 2 minus 3 plus 12 halves. Now, next thing in our order of operations is to do any multiplications or divisions. So here, we're going to divide 12 by 2. So next we get negative 2 minus 3 plus 6 minus 4. Okay?